What's up, it's Big Shys, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
My bitch, real thick, my guns, his shit, Rolex, big grip, I'm on.
All right, so we got Shys Debiocci jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
What's up, Dirty Glove?
Yeah, so how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling blessed,
Yeah.
you know?
No, that's what's good, man. I appreciate you, swinging by, stopping, pulling up on us today, too, man.
I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. You got any other plans while you're here in the city then, or?
I got a few little acting auditions
Okay.
that I came down for. I'm heavy into the acting, so I try to have an itinerary when I come into the city.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do one thing. I try to do a lot of things. I try to get the most out of every trip. So that's what I normally be doing.
Nah,
I'm trying to get to
understood,
the
man.
studio or network.
Okay, yeah, you wear a lot of different hats, man, so we're going to touch into all that. But, first, let's get to know the man himself. So you're originally from Cincinnati, correct?
For sure, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, man. So talk about, like, your upbringing there. Like, what was you into, what was you doing as a kid in Cincinnati?
Man, I was running around playing baseball with rocks, making mud pies, running around just being bad as hell, We did a lot, man, growing up. I had my mom and everything, but we had the streets. There was a lot of street stuff going on around us, not from my mom, but just from where I was, like Avondale. That's where I'm from, Avondale. We call it A1.
Okay.
I had a little basic childhood. I didn't really get to have a real childhood because I grew up fast. Growing up fast, just seeing a lot of stuff, man, and being introduced to a lot of stuff and being put in different situations. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of grew up faster than I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Cincinnati has that reputation to be like, man, it's tough. It's a rough city, man. What would you say were like some keys for you to be able to make it out of that type of environment then?
And some of the keys was, man, just my mom being hard on us. My dad, he wasn't around as he should have been, and my mom just wanting us not to be a product of our environment. But, there's only so much you can do. We still got to go outside. We still seeing a lot of stuff. We still seeing, I'm born in '86, so we seeing the Cadillacs, we seeing the dudes with all the gold, all the jewelry on. We want that, what I'm saying? That's just something that we wanted, but, just wanting to be the best that I can be kind of helped me too, trying to help me survive. Because I was like, I know I wanted more. I don't know when that came from, but I always wanted more. Even now, I want more.
Oh yeah.
I'm never content, So I just used that kind of sprung off of just wanting more, wanting better, wanting to be. Cause seeing those OGs and those Cadillacs and all them rims and stuff, and then looking at where I'm living, and like, you like that's how you know you want more. Cause you like, damn, I want that. We want that car. I want that right there. So, that's what kind of helped me. Kind of pushed me to try to do better and try to want more from my environment.
Understood, man.
Yeah.
So take it you was off the porch at a young age then, huh?
I was definitely off the porch at a young age. I wasn't supposed to be out the porch. I wouldn't say that I was just completely in the streets. I think I was on the sidewalk. I got on the sidewalk because there's levels. People always try to say they just jump straight in the street. That ain't how it works. You gotta get off the porch, get in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the sidewalk. Then you get in the street. It's levels to it.
Yeah,
It ain't always been I just dove straight in the streets. It wasn't nothing like that because you couldn't dive straight in the streets because you was young. You ain't know no better, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't know nothing about nothing. I was kind of fortunate to have the OGs to whatever you see us out there hanging, they'll give us $1, tell us to get our behind out the block, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of different now with this generation because this generation now gonna be like, this what you wanna do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it the right way. And there's never a right way to do something like that. It's never the right way. So I was fortunate to have OGs to be like, take this money, go to the store, and get you behind home. So I couldn't just say I was in the streets, but I was out the porch. I was in the yard, making my way to the sidewalk for sure.
Understood. So after school, do you go to college or?
I wanted to go to college.
Yeah.
I wanted to play basketball, man. Like at my height, I was a beast at basketball. I was a monster at football because I used to hit rocks. We used to play with broomsticks and all type of stuff. So I was good at hitting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know if I was gonna play baseball, basketball, but that's what I wanted to do. And I got good at it. I focused on it. My mom asked me one day. She was like, "What's your backup plan?" And I'm like, "Basketball." She like, "No, what's your backup plan when you get hurt?" You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, acting.
Yeah.
So I played ball, played for Holmes High School. That's in Covington, Kentucky. I lived in Covington too.
Okay.
And I went skating with my school. Somebody kind of fell in front of me, and I went and I fell and I tried to catch myself with my right arm, and my arm broke. It was like this part was in, so I had a cast from my hand all the way up to my elbow. So I'm sitting there playing basketball with my left, trying to get good with my left hand, trying to get good. And I did start getting good with my left hand, but in the midst of all that, I couldn't really do as much as I wanted to do, playing ball. So I started watching like Rap City. I started watching 106 and Porch, See This World, Hits from the Streets, and seeing them freestyles and all that. And I'm like, man, I can rap. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell in love with rapping, because I was an athlete. I was running track, playing football, playing basketball, in junior high school and all of that. And I was good at it. But after I broke my wrist, it was like, then I fell in love with rap. I fell in love with music. So.
Did that shit come like natural to you when you first started rapping, or it takes some practice for you to figure out, all right, I'm pretty nice at this shit too?
Yeah, like it kind of came good, cause I mean, all I knew was like freestyling, cause I used to watch Rap City all the time. I used to see the Rap City, and I was like, I just started rapping. My grandma used to play the drums and all that. My mom can sing.
Okay.
Like my mom can sing Whitney Houston like Whitney Houston back then. Like she'll be cleaning the house and she'll be there, she'll be in there singing. So in my family, it's a lot of people that can do music. Like my aunt can rap, my sister can rap, so it kind of was like already in me somehow, But everything I did, I always wanted to be good at. So my favorite rapper of all time is Tupac. And my favorite rapper living is Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So
Two goats, man.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I ain't had no choice but to kind of like watch them and kind of grow off of them, kind of grow off all them rappers back then.
Yeah.
Plus we had a bunch of hit rappers from Ohio, of course. Yeah, Bone Thugs and all of them. So, it was just there.
Yeah.
It's part of the culture.
So did you start taking music serious right then and there, like after you broke your arm? Or?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, man. I did, because I got a lot of feedback from it. Cause we started going to school, we started beating on tables and rapping. We used to do that at lunchtime, breakfast time, make beats and rap, So, and I'm rapping, and it's just hitting. It's hitting everybody, they like, man, you can rap. You can, you hard, So it's like basketball, rap. I was getting a lot of girls playing sports, of course. But then as I'm rapping, I'm saying all type of stuff. And they be like, man, you should rap. I kind of fell in love with rapping.
Okay.
I never went back to basketball.
I got you.
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with your rap name then?
Okay, good question. A lot of people like to ask that. So, Shys kind of came off of Shys D.
Okay.
I didn't want Shys D no more. I don't want that name, because that ain't what it is with me. So I kind of shortened it to Shys. Somewhere in the world, I don't know where I saw that. I seen Shys stood for winner. I don't know where I seen it at. I still can't find it. Maybe I was just dreaming. And then Debiocci kind of came from, it's like millionaire destined to be. It's kind of like, it's just linked to money. Like if you think of like Ted DiBiase, he was the $1 million man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always was like, I want some millions. I want to make some millions, So it was like Shys Debiocci. I kind of went with it. I just spelled it different. The way I spell it is totally different from what it sounds like, because it's spelled Debiocci. So when you read it, you'd be like Shys Debiocci, or you would read it like that. But I spelled it, I sounded out different. You got D, and then I say B, I, C. I just sounded out the C's and the C-I. Like if you spell C-I, it's C. So I just spelled it totally different, because I didn't want it to be just how you spell it like that.
Yeah.
Then I figured out if like people learn my name, I'm working hard enough for them to learn my name, I'm doing good. So if somebody be like, what's up, Shys Debiocci? Like, okay, I'm important, because you learn my name. It's just like that basketball player, the Greek Freak, You had to learn that long name. I still don't know how to say
I
it.
still fucked
But
it up.
people know how to say it. You see what I'm saying? Because of his game. His game make them learn his name. So that's my thing. Make them learn your name. Make them know who you are. If you don't know now, you're going to know later. You know? So that's where I was going at with it.
No, that's real right there.
Yeah.
So what's your creative process like when you hit the studio then? You write your raps, you punch in, do a little bit of both, or?
I started out writing.
Okay.
But now I punch in. And I wanted, like I said, I started out freestyling anyway. When I was younger, I went from that to writing to I don't really got time. I'm just gonna go in there and rap. You know what I'm saying? So I go after my feelings and when I'm feeling at that moment. So if I hear the beat, when I hear a beat though, I can hear the whole song in my head. So I can kind of go in there and just already know the song and how I'm gonna go with it. You know, so I might say a lot of the bars first and then I might have to hear it back. But starting off, I be ripping into it, you know. But I write for other artists. I can write all genres, but I don't write for myself.
Okay.
So but I think writing for other artists keeps me polished too. So it's like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? So but I don't write nothing.
How'd you get into like writing for other artists then?
I guess just having like melodic songs, like just hearing like that, people hearing like, damn, you could sing, or damn, you got rhythm, or just doing different genres of music, playing around with it. People just watching me work. Like I might go to the studio, one of my homegirls or one of my homies might sing, and I can go in the studio and they sing, and I'm just chilling, and I might be like, you should do it like this. Or I'm like, ooh, I hear something in my mind. So they be like, what you hear? And I'll do it, and they be like, man, like you came up with that. Like how you come up with that? You a rapper, you know? So people seeing that and being like, yeah, you talented. Like write me a song. And I wrote R&B songs before. I did write when I was writing. I wrote R&B songs. I can write country. It's just nothing I really can't do when I put my mind into it. Pop, rock, country, anything. Like it's just easy. So that's why I'm like, okay, this got to be my niche. This got to be my thing, man. It's just so easy. I can hear any beat. And I might say this a country song or this a pop song. It's easy for me to come up with something.
Yeah, now that's different right there, man.
Yeah, sure.
Can you explain the gorilla chain that you got?
My gorilla chains from Status. Shout out to Status. My gorillas, man, I just get into beast mode, man. With everything. Like I don't know if you ever like got into it with somebody or fought somebody, you grab them, you can just feel their strength. You're like, oh Lord, it's about to be a good one right here. You know, you done grabbed the wrong one. You know, I just get into beast mode. I just feel like a silverback, man. I just feel like I got to get into that with a lot of stuff, you know. And it kind of like I don't fear nothing. I don't fear nothing. Like, and that's a flaw. You know, a lot of people say that, but it's really a flaw because it can really go down the wrong path. Cause I'm like one of them ones like. It could be 3, 4 people outside want to fight me and I'm going out there. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm going out there because once I get mad, I just turn into a gorilla. And I just, you know, I work out a lot, so they just already call me a gorilla because I be in there. They used to call me Mighty Mouse because I'm strong.
For real?
Yeah, they be like, Mighty Mouse. I'm short, but I'm strong. I was always strong, but they started just being like, that's a big step, he a gorilla, man. You know, so it kind of just, but it comes out with everything. It comes out with, if I'm fighting, if I'm working out, if I'm in a studio, if I'm in a gym, if I'm on a basketball court, whatever, kind of come out. So I created the gorilla with the crown on it with the music notes in it. Yeah. Just to show. You know, so shout out to Status. Get your status up. Get your status up.
They snapped on that one.
Yeah, for sure. They snapping. Yeah. I wanted to go to Icebox. Shout out to Icebox too to clean my jewelry and stuff like that. But Status kind of like reached out and was like, we can make you a piece. We can make it. So I reached back out and this is what we came up with. So shout out to Rex and all them at Status Jewels.
Nah, for real, yeah, man. So you mentioned your love for acting.
Yeah.
Like, what inspired that? Were you like watching a show one day and like, man, I want to do this shit, or a movie, an actor, anything kind of inspired you at first?
This is something that a rapper would never say. I always like been an actor. You know, I've always been a character. I've always like, I love movies. Like I don't watch regular TV. I watch the news, I watch the sports, but other than that, I watch nothing but movies. You know, I always just felt like I can act. because I'll replay scenes or do scenes from like Juice or Don't Be a Menace or just old scenes, and they be like, man, you good, you know? And I just be playing around, but I love acting, man. Like, I just feel like I can be a big actor. I feel like I'm a quadruple threat, you know? And I just feel like it go hand in hand, you know? And that's just something, and by that being my backup plan from the basketball, when my mom was asking me, it's like something, I don't like to start nothing, don't finish, and I don't like to say nothing, don't do it. I want to at least try it. Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. I might not get the biggest roles, but it's good, man. Yeah. So I'm definitely diving into that even more. So I'm always looking for roles. I'm always doing roles. So if y'all need me, if y'all need an actor, hit me up. I'm ready.
You feel like you have a specialty, like whether it's a dramatic role, is it a comedy role, is it just?
So, of course, like the street role, like I got that. Anything with the streets, anything, I got that. It's easy. But I do take on roles that that's outside of my character. I don't want to always be in my comfort zone because it ain't gonna make me no better. Mm-hmm. And that's why I write different music. That's why I try different music, you know, because I don't want to stay in my comfort zone. I want to be different from any other artist. Like, what makes me different from all the local artists that been up here or anybody else that been up there? You know, like, okay, he come out of his comfort zone. He can make a country song or a rock song. So I did have a role. It was like a YouTube series called Love Left Me. Shout outs to Stephanie and Loretta. And I was like an abusive boyfriend. Nobody wanted to play that role. Like, I won't play all roles now. I'm not gonna like disrespect.
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, I ain't doing no old weird stuff. I ain't doing no.
What's some weird? So you gotta be specific.
I ain't doing no anything against my sexuality. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can give me a big girl and I'm ready. Yeah, I'd rather just give me a big one. You know what I'm saying? Don't try me. I don't think people will really look at me and be like, I'm gonna try him with this role. Cause it wouldn't go really right. You know, that's when that gorilla come out again. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So.
What about a snitch? Would you play a snitch?
Nah, I'm not playing that either. No, I'm
Police?
definitely not playing that. I play a security guard.
Okay.
I play a security guard. Damn,
you know, it's like it goes against everything.
Yeah,
you know,
because
right?
it's like this. Can you imagine getting into a rap beef? Motherfucker be like, you play the police.
Oh, all they gotta do is throw the picture.
It's
up on
over.
screen.
They have like how they did Rick Ross, man. Shout out to Rick Ross, man. But god dang, that's a tough one. And then if I be like, I got paid, they be like, they pay snitches too. You know, it's kind of hard, man. That's a tough one. You gotta pay me a lot of money. I ain't scared. I know me. You know, if you don't want to mess with me because I play the cop and got a big bag from it, that's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'll play a crooked cop. I'll play a crooked cop. I think that'd be dope. Play a crooked cop. Yeah, I do that. But nah. Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't doing it.
What's some other roles you've had so far then?
I played family members. I was on the Righteous Gemstones with John Goodman.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I actually played like one of his securities in there. I played a gangster cowboy. I was a cowboy, but I was a gangster.
A gangster cowboy?
Yeah, you ever seen it? I was a gangster cowboy, yeah. What else I did? I did a lot, man. I was a part of a church. Well, I was going to church, but I was a wrestler in the Righteous Gemstones too. I was a wrestler. I was a wrestler. Oh, they always make me a goon or something, man, because I used to be like 240, and I started ripping it up for the summer. But they always put me into them tough roles. I'm like, come on. I did play a prisoner in the Outer Banks on Netflix.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I did play the prisoner. Well, I had to scare the shit out of them on the thing, so I just beating on the glass. Yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of roles though.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna add to it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to acting, do you take acting classes or?
Yeah, I do take classes if it present itself. I'll take acting classes. I'm about to enroll into an acting class. Okay. Because I don't want to just be, you know, I want to be out there with the best. I want to get some good roles, you know, and I want to, when I get my, like, a lot of people scream with the music, they need a manager and all this. You gotta have something to manage.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
real.
just need a manager. What you gonna manage? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put in your own work by yourself too. So I've been putting in my own work. And people always say that I do need a manager because of where I got myself. But I just wanna, when I get my manager and they put me in from bigger roles, I wanna be nice with it. You know, I wanna be
You gotta be
polished.
prepared, man.
Yeah, I wanna be like I want the manager to be like, you did all the work. All I gotta do is just put you in front of the people.
Yeah.
You know? So I wanna go ahead and just do all the work and get in front of those people. You know, so
Understood.
that's
Yeah.
my thing.
And also an author, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, my first book, 2 Ways to Hustle. You know, I wrote that when I was in prison. I did some Fed time before a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote 2 Ways to Hustle. Everybody always wanted to like write a story on me or whatever. I'm like, nah, I write my own story. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like, I want to write my story and give it to my kids, and then I'm like, what if I don't have no kids? You know, what if something? So I wrote 2 Ways to Hustle, which I sold all the books when I was in Atlanta. So I only got my second book. This is my second book, How to Keep a Black Man, right here. This right here. Don't read the cover and think y'all know what it is, ladies. This is not what it is. This is actually gonna tell you what type of woman you are. And it's not just for women, it's for males also. It's for the men also. So you can see what kind of man you are. And it'll tell her why we act the way we act and why we are the way we are. You got 2 point of views. You got the professional and you got the street dude. Because it's like the 2 types that women go for. And then you got the professional got his rough side too. So it kind of tell them like why we are the way we are and why we react the way we react. But it's not a book of just like tearing down a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It says how to keep a black man. I wanted to be bold. I wanted it to stick out. I mean, how to keep a man. It's be like, all right. Now how to keep a black man and cause some controversy, and make some stuff happen. So that's why I did that. But it's for everybody. It's for everybody. You know. They might get me for this later, but this, when I say everybody, I don't care if you can be with LGBTQ or whatever you are. I mean, y'all be trying to know how to keep a man too. Y'all gonna need the book too. It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. You get this book, you want this book, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all trying to buy it, hit me up. Anybody, any man, any woman, y'all can get this book. It's for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
2 Ways to Hustle is under my name, Jeray Walker. Y'all can get that on all platforms. That and 2 Ways to Hustle.
Yeah. How much work goes into, writing a book?
Man, a lot. Cause you gotta think, you gotta remember everything that you already written. You might write your book 300 pages and you gotta remember, you can't repeat. So it's a lot with it, but it helps when it's like true, or you can research it. It helps. Like if I write a story on myself, it'd be easy. I won't have to reread it because I know it's true and I know the stories. So like it takes a lot of work because when people in the streets don't really have time to sit down and write no book. Like who got time to sit down and write a book and publish it themselves? Nobody. Nobody can even write a sentence these days. Some people you can't even tell when the last time they read a book. So it's a lot of hard work, man. But I think if I wasn't so successful on 2 Ways to Hustle, I wouldn't have never wrote the second book. But I was successful. I won 2 awards and everything. So
Oh wow, nice.
I wrote the second book and it's going crazy too, which I'm still promoting. I dropped that last year. I'm trying to get on all the talk shows, The Real, The Talk, The View, all them, Ellen, all you women bring me on there. I'm ready. Y'all can score me, all y'all want. Let's get it. I'm ready. So. Hit me up. But it takes a lot of hard work, but I mean, it's needed. It's needed because relationships is not the norm in the black community. Like it's just not. And like people more friend zone, or you don't see too many people be like, I'm in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for 10 years. You don't hear that no more in the black community as you hear the other ones, Yeah. So I think the communication is always a must. But I shout out to anybody who read the book. And it shows you if you basic or not, because a lot of women will read the cover and be like, well, I didn't know how to keep a black man. They didn't know how to keep me. So you being basic. Stop being basic. Don't be basic. We don't want no basic women just like you don't want no basic man. For sure.
No, that's dope right there, man. Let's talk about some of these singles, man. So talk to us about You Can't.
Ooh. So I went to the studio and get some songs and stuff mixed, and my engineer was like, man, I was playing around with some beats. You ever did a drill beat? And I'm like, nah. And he like, let's mess with one. So he in there, he messing with the beat. I'm on live. I got the live and everything. I'm on TikTok live. He make the beat. He's still making it. I just hear a song. I just hear it in my head like, oh, that's nasty. And I'm like, dang. All right, let's go in there. And I kind of like, it just kind of came out. But I was timid to do it because I was just kind of listening to like Pop Smoke and King Von and all of them. And I didn't want, when I like do a song, I don't really listen to music. Because I don't want to like sound like nobody, and I don't want it to be, you know, if it do come out like that, it just come out like that. It ain't just like nothing that. So I did it, but I loved it. It was fluent. That's like one of my fastest songs, man. It was easy. It was easy to do. You know, so not saying y'all music is easy, but it's just easy to do. It's easy to do drill music, cause I mean you ain't doing nothing, but it's just easy. So You Can't that's hot. That's a hot song. I love it. That's my first drill song I ever did.
Okay.
And everybody was like, man, you need to do some more. I'm like, y'all trying to make me go crazy. I want the gorilla to come out.
Well, the video's out now, right?
The video's out right now on all platforms. I was with a label back then. I wanted to drop for my label. And so I restarted everything. I restarted my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, everything. I started doing it myself. Because I had a lot of numbers on all of that, but I got rid of it because I felt that they was chewing us out of money and all of that. So I kind of restructured everything. So I'm starting from ground up. So, but it feel good because I know everything is genuine. I know it ain't connected to nothing I don't want to be connected to. That's just like if you did music with somebody that told on the whole mafia or something like that, you don't want to be connected no more. So you kind of disconnect yourself and everything that was involved with it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like, you know, if you had a song with someone, you're like, I ain't gonna never release that song. So like the T.I. and Boosie thing, which I don't know why I got into y'all. My bad, y'all. But with that, Boosie was like, it ain't coming out. So you kind of like pull yourself away from it. So that's what I did. I changed my name and everything.
Oh, shit.
And now I'm just doing it by myself. It's harder, but you know.
It's more rewarding though.
But it's more rewarding. If I got 500 fans, I know it's real. Because a lot of people out here faking. A lot of people faking their streams, faking their views, faking their likes. If I got 500 fans that watch my video every time I drop, I'm happy. Because that's genuine. If I got 500 followers on Instagram or TikTok, that's genuine. It ain't something I paid for. I mean, I pay for like sponsor. I pay for like advertisement or something like that, but I'm not about to pay for likes and views and
you don't
followers.
need no fake followers.
Yeah, nah. I'd rather just be that one rapper, be like, man, you only got 500 followers, yeah, but they real. Yeah, how about that? So.
So you working on a new project right now? You kind of just focusing on singles and videos? Or?
I was just focusing on singles, man. Like I said, my last album was that late. It took me 4 years to get out that deal.
Wow.
And so I ain't dropped an album since 2015.
Okay.
So like, everybody want me to drop a project. So I'm thinking about dropping a project this year. I kind of thinking about it. I was just focusing on singles because I feel like you need to gain your traction. Because if you drop an album, it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. Only 500 people gonna hear it, and then they gonna be like, when you dropping again? You be like, y'all know what I just gave y'all?
A lot of work, a lot of money go into that.
Yeah, you know what I just gave y'all? Y'all gotta let that sit for a while. They already listen, but the thing about it is billions of people have never heard you. Like songs that I might have made 10 years ago, there's billions of people never heard that song. You see what I'm saying? So it's always a new song to everybody.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was gonna push singles until I got at least 100, make their money back. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause you don't really got a huge following. So it's better to do singles because you can always make your money back from singles. You got 500 people, you spent a couple hundred, you know, $500, $600, $700, $800 to get it all done.
Oh, yeah.
You can get that back with 500 people, you know, so.
That's free game right there, man.
Yeah, it's free game. So I'll focus on singles. I might drop though.
Okay.
But until then, I'm just gonna drop some singles, try to keep gaining that traction.
Yeah.
But between those singles, I do drop like album songs. When I say album songs, it's like I drop a song that ain't really a single for me to push. Like I ain't trying to like push it to where that's my single. It's just for something while I'm cooking. While I'm in the kitchen, here, y'all take this right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all eat some of this right here. Some of this, you know? When my mom used to make cakes, we used to lick the bowl. Because we wanted some of the cake, but the cake mixing stuff used to be good. So we used to eat
get
out
some
the
of that
bowl.
batter.
Yeah, what's up with that batter? Can we get the batter, you know? But you always, my mom might give us a piece of chicken or something, say, go on, y'all go here now till dinner ready. So it's like giving them something until you come out with another banger. And then you give them something until you come out with another banger. Because, I mean, a lot of people do it per quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A single per quarter. So you gotta know, you gotta just get the remedy and get the formula, man, because it is a formula, it's an art to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so looking ahead to 2023, like what's some plans, what's some goals you got set for yourself, bro?
For 2023, I've already finished my third book. I don't know if I'm gonna
really?
drop it this year
Okay.
or not. It's a poet book. Should I give them the title? It's called A Thug Thoughts. And it's poetry. It's hitting on all type of topics. More movie roles for sure. I've never been in a movie that's in theaters. I want to get in a movie that's in theaters so I can be in there like, that's me. That's me right there, everybody. They were like, who is you? That's me right there. So I want to get in a theater movie. And I want to just gain a lot of traction with the music, start doing more shows. Because I kind of stopped doing my shows when the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
So that was a while ago. That was years ago. And now I'm just like, okay, let me get back out there. Because I was giving time to my kids and stuff like that. So it's like now I want to get back out and start going hard for myself, you know, and build my team up, getting the right people away. Because I had to distance myself from a lot of my team and get the people that needs to be in there. That's very important. Your team is very important. You can have the wrong people and they could be anchors. So you had to kill some of those relationships because what does ships come with? Anchors. So you don't want to get anchored by people that ain't trying to float, you know? They might just want to stay
they
back.
gonna hold you down, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people just stuck in their past. And when you daydream about the past, it pushes your future back. So I just I'm about to go head first and just, you know, I never was the sporty type. Like I'll be on Instagram with money out, jewelry on. I never was that. But that's what they want to see. You know, they want to see that. So it's like, okay, let's take them into my life. Let's show them that, you know, I can do all the same things these rappers doing. I can go to the same places these rappers going. I can wear the same clothes, you know. So, and I never was. I can't wear like no. I don't even want to say that because y'all be watching. Y'all be watching, but just going hard for 2023, man.
Okay.
I'm going hard, man. Y'all gonna hear a lot of me, a lot of Shys Debiocci, man. That's my goal. A lot of promotion, a lot of advertisement, a lot of everything, man. So that's what I'm going for.
For sure, man.
For sure.
And what's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Don't be afraid. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something, man. You know, don't be ashamed to have multiple streams of income. And when I say that, like, don't be afraid to work at McDonald's. If you're a rapper and you gotta work at McDonald's to get your studio time, work at McDonald's. Don't ever be like, I can't let them catch me at McDonald's, or I can't let them catch me at Walmart or Dollar Tree. Cause you setting yourself back. You know what I'm saying? Cause you worrying about what they thinking. You know how many rappers was still working or still doing job? You know how many like local rappers that got a name, that's got a job? Like me, I don't care. I'll make money by all means. Like, not legally, but I'll Uber. You know what I'm saying? I'll clean houses, clean buildings, whatever I gotta do. I'm not ashamed. I'm not about to let nobody stop me from getting up, because that's a part of my story. But like, man, I remember I was cleaning buildings and working for Uber and doing this and doing that, man. But now look at me. So don't let nobody tell y'all how to get your money. Get your money and support your habits. Your habits is your music and your career. You know, don't feel like because you're a rapper, you need to be in the streets. Cause they got it messed up to where they feel like rappers need to be trappers and trappers need to be rappers, and that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That don't really go hand in hand. We just forcing it to go hand in hand. Y'all see a lot of that going hand in hand, but you don't got it. Tupac said it best. Like, shorty want to be a thug, and you don't got to be a thug, man. You don't got to be tough. You don't got to be a gangster, like, to have a successful career. It's a lot of people that's having successful careers that ain't gangsters, that ain't got no bodies, that don't got none of that. And it's sad because the world glorify it. The world, like, who will make you go viral if you caught a body, or make you go viral if you beat a murderer. That's how they got it going. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like putting into y'all head that that's what I gotta do to make it. I gotta catch a body, or I gotta go shoot at. I gotta have a shootout. Or I gotta be on Facebook Live with a gun. Or I gotta be on Instagram showing guns, and you know you aren't supposed to have one, so you just gave yourself a case. Like, so stop following in them. Be yourself. Be original. You know, people will still respect you. Like, and one thing that I learned when I went and did time, them squares were still in the street. So they were still in the street. They took our girls, and they became the men when we got locked up. Like, they was it. When we came home, we like, man, you with this lane? But they never left. We giving out time. We giving our life to the system. And they still out there becoming successful, getting them a Benz, getting your girl that they couldn't get back in the day because all the real dudes dead are in jail. You can't get that time back. Time stops for nobody. When you get them people that time, you cannot get it back. And once you go in there once, it's almost like you going back. They gonna make sure. It's like, you know, they gonna be on you. They gonna be doing stuff to like kind of tempt you. That's why when cops get behind you and they riding behind you, they want you to swerve, or they want you to do something so they can blue light you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only way to make it. It's just not the only way to make it. So, you know, stay in school, get an education, because I might not make it off rap. You know, I might make it off my books. I might not make it with my books. I might make it off acting. You see what I'm saying? You got to have multiple things, multiple certifications, because I might not make it off rapping, but if I make it with my book, guess what? I can bring in my rapping. I might not make it off my books and my rapping, but guess what? If I make it off acting, I can say, yeah, I'm a rapper and I write books now. So it kind of brings it back. So do what you got to do until you make it, until you get there, you know, and just have multiple career goals. Because if you just put all your eggs into rapping, and everybody's not going to make it. It's people that's better than Kobe and Jordan, people that's better than Picasso. It's people that's better than a lot of people that we know. It's people that can outdo them that's locked up or never had a shot, never had a chance, or didn't have the money to make it to where they wanted to go to. So just always have backup plans, man. Always chase your goals. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Don't be ashamed of how you make your money and how you doing whatever you doing, man. Yeah. And just continue to chase it and just believe in God always, because God can take it away from you. It don't matter what you doing. You know what I'm saying? And just be careful what you ask for when you pray, because when you pray for strength, He's not gonna just put strength into you when you wake up strong. Nah, you might go through some stuff. You might have to go to jail. You might have to lose some family members. You might have to lose everything you got. But when you make it through, that's when you gain your strength. So just be careful how you moving. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Short.
No, that's wise words right there, man.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Short.
All right, you got a shout outs you'd like to give before you wrap it up here, bro?
Ooh. Shout outs to my mama. Of course, shout outs to my aunt Attica. Shout outs to my sister. Shout outs to Melissa Lit. Shout outs to Vaughn, shout outs to everybody who believe in me. Shout outs to my whole team, everybody that support me. Team DB, Team Debo. Shout outs to Dirty Little Bastard. Shout outs to everybody who believe in artists and giving artists a chance, man. And I hope I ain't forgot nobody. Shout outs to DJ Tantrum. Shout outs, he was 99.3 The Box in South Carolina. He plays, all my music is on there. They believe in me. Shout outs to 97, Savannah J, Gino Jones. Man, shout outs to everybody who just believe, man, and support, and just give us a chance to do what we got to do. Yeah.
My bitch, real thick, my guns, his shit.